Well, it's good to be back on the field. We got back on the field Sunday after a bye week. Tough week for us. Anytime you lose a football game and have to sit on it for a week is very difficult. But we're a tough, resilient bunch, and we plan on coming back out and playing quality football in front of our home crowd on Saturday. We're playing a very good Central football team. They bounced back after a tough start and beat a good Howard football team. So we're excited and ready to go and looking forward to a big crowd here on Saturday. 160 yards and penalties and 3 turnovers. That's my evaluation. If you do that, you're not going to win. I thought our defense played well enough for 56 minutes for us to win a football game. You get the ball first and goal on the 1 and you punt, something's not going very well. It's very uncharacteristic of our team, and it's a shame that we had to learn a lesson from a loss. But the beauty in that is that we get the opportunity to play again this week, and we've told our kids that that doesn't kill our season. You know, we're excited about playing this Saturday, and based on the tempo in yesterday's practice, our guys are ready to go. We brought officials out to practice last week to try to address the issue. You know, sometimes in games like that, you're going to get penalties. They were aggressive penalties, but obviously we can't have those things happen if we want to win football games. I think it's the first time in 4 years since we've been here that we've had double-digit penalties for over 100 yards. Well, you know, we like to run the ball first, you know, before we do anything else. So we like to run the ball to set up our throw game. You know, they've got good football players. They've got the preseason defensive player of the year. They've got good defensive linemen. Their new head coach is their defensive coordinator, and he's been a good football coach for a long time. So defensively, you know, they're probably tweaking some things, trying to figure out who they are. They've given up some yards on defense, but if you look at it on offense, they've scored enough points to cover up some of their mistakes. So, you know, we're not going to come out and scrap our offense because we didn't play very well on it. We played okay on offense. We didn't score any points last week. And you know, we'll come out and do what we do and put points on the board. Well, I think it's just execution. You know, you can, you know, have wide open throws and you know, miss and throw interceptions, or you can have a big run and get a penalty, and that kills a drive. You know, the thing that we did 2 Saturdays ago was we played from behind the chains for the first time this season, and you know, you showed me a team that can continuously overcome, you know, 3rd and 15 plus. You know, that's a pretty special bunch because we don't have very many play calls for 3rd and 25.
I just took it as that they basically wanted more than we did, but I also see that our defense we played a great game, like Coach said, for 56 minutes, and basically we just had to have both sides of the ball on the same page for us to win the game. It was pretty rough, but at the same time, it's just by my mindset and just willing to grind and just get back on the field as quick as possible to help my team win.
It was tough for him. You know, he had multiple surgeries. You know, had an unexpected surgery, I think this summer. If he didn't want to play football, he would have had an excuse to stop. This game and this team means so much to him. It showed in his rehab, it showed in his preparation, and it shows on our defense. You know, when you get a guy that's willing to sacrifice himself the way that Kyron has, you know, just tells you, you know, how special of a young man he is. Well, you know, basically he tore his knee up the 2nd or 3rd practice training camp last year, and that was probably a year-long rehab. And then, you know, there was some kind of abnormal bone growth in it that we found over the summer, and they had to have that surgery again, so that kind of delayed him a little bit. And it was a painful rehab for him. You know, you'd walk into the training room and see him working his tail off, and some days were better than others. And like you said, he had to really be tough mentally, you know, in order to get through it. And as I said, I mean, if he didn't want this and want to be a part of this, he could have easily said, "Hey, coach, you know, I'm going to hang it up," but he didn't.
Just credit us playing hard and having the relentless effort, you know, to protect the quarterback. That's what I attribute that to. I think we're much older, had a lot more time playing together, so I think that helps. And just coming together, just want to play hard. Stop getting bull rush. That's the main thing. You know, I'm a little bit smaller guy, so I think I want to stop the bull rush. That'd be the main thing I like to do.
You know, Craig's a day one guy for us. You know, he's one of the first guys that committed to our program 4 years ago. He's been here the whole time he's worked. He's been here in the summer. He's added weight, he's added muscle, he's added strength. I get on Craig when Craig doesn't have great days because I expect Craig to have a great day every day. It's probably unfair, but Craig's kind of a, you know, Craig along with Wes Jones are kind of the measuring stick when it comes to our offensive line. And, those are the guys that make that group go. So I've been proud of his progress, but we've still got, as he said, more improvement to make, and he's got more time here to play. So the better Craig Rodwell gets, the better our offensive line will be.
The young guys have been coming along well. I mean, I think since I've been here, this is like the best depth we've had. We play guys in many different positions, so I think everybody's just taking the time to know the playbook and just execute what we got to get done. I think they're a pretty good team up front, and the game's gonna be won up front. So whoever wants it the most up front will win this game. So that's how I look at it.
Well, we're very quick. We're very aggressive. So I feel that basically what Coach Dawson puts out on the table, whatever play he calls us, I know we can attack. We're gonna attack the offensive line as much as we want to, and we'll make sure we can get as many stops as we can.
The only guy we'll be without is Walter Brantley. Walter has got a lower leg injury that he'll probably miss the rest of the season for. But other than that, we're healthy. We've been very fortunate. I think it's, as I always say, a credit to our training staff, our strength conditioning staff, and the way that we practice. We try to keep our guys fresh and try to keep them as healthy as possible. Walter was kind of splitting reps with Deshaun Middleton and Tavian Blackwell. So, Tavian and Deshaun will play a little bit more instead of a three-way rotation. That becomes a two-way rotation. Josh Bryan will jump in there, Deshaun Dixon. So, the fact that we do have depth, losing Walter's 15, 20 snaps a game will be a difference, but, it won't hurt us as much as it did down years ago. Kyron's a politician. Anything that needs to be fixed or anything that needs to be taken care of, he's going to handle it. He's a guy that can get a consensus on the locker room. But a leader, a true leader for us, and guys respond to him and guys listen to him. Craig thinks he's cool. Craig's one of these offensive linemen that likes to wear skinny jeans and all those kinds of things. So we have to get after him about that a little bit. But both of these guys, when they hit the field on Saturday, it's all business. And as I said, I mean they're older guys on our team now, and they're leaders in our locker room, leaders on the field for us. So again, we're very thankful to have them both.
Kyron, what's the key to beating Craig off the block? What's the key?
Well, he's about 56 years old, so all you gotta do is beat him with speed.
And Craig, what's the key to stopping Kyron?
Not letting him beat him with speed.
We all saw what happened on Saturday. We saw Florida A&M go to Greensboro and beat A&T. And it just frustrates you. It makes you, put you in a situation. Hey, if you score when you have the ball on the 1 yard line, it's probably a different situation for you. But the thing that we came back and talked about as a team is we're not dead by any stretch. We're not crying. We didn't take care of business when we had the opportunity to. So the goal for us is, to win each week so that we can keep ourselves in the conversation. I think the MEAC has a ton of parity, which is good. A lot of good football coaches, a lot of good football teams. We stumbled to put us a step behind, but we're still right there in the mix with everything. I don't even know where we are in the standings. I know that we're 1-1 in the conference. I know we got Central coming in this week, and we're looking forward to getting ourselves back on the right track. We hadn't had a bad Sunday meeting, pretty much all year, and just to kind of walk into that room on Sunday and see the loss in the room is something that we hadn't experienced all year, and that's something that we don't plan on doing again this week. That's not what we work all week to have happen to us on Saturday.